Hello, my name is Jillian Orasano, and I am a master's student in computer science at the University of Illinois at Chicago. And I would like to show to you today this application that I built to visualize Lake Michigan temperature and water velocity data from 2006 and 2010. When you open the application, you can see that there are three distinct views, each showing a representation of Lake Michigan, and in this case, each showing a representation of the same data set. Water temperature from January 15th, 2006 at noon. In the first window, the window I'm manipulating here, you can see that what is shown is an isosurface, which groups together like temperatures and shows them in space, in three-dimensional space. In the second view, we are seeing the surface of the lake colored by temperature. And in the third view, we're seeing a volume rendered view of the water temperature. We can change views by going to this Select View drop-down box, and instead of viewing temperature, view water velocity as directed glyphs. It takes a moment to load, and once it does, we can see, if we go close, that water velocity vectors are represented as arrows pointing in the direction of the flow and colored according to the magnitude of the flow. And in this manner, we can see that there are certain regions that have higher intensity flow than others. If we want to look at a different date along the same variable, we can select in another dropdown, in another window, a different date, let that data load, and then select directed glyphs as well. And in this way, we can compare two data sets alongside each other. And as you can see, on June 15, 2006 at noon, there was greater overall water flow than on January 15, 2006, presumably due to the weather at the time. You can also select from any of the data sets that include the 15th of each month in 2006, the 15th of each month in 2010, at noon daily in June 2010, and at each timestamp on June 15th, 2010, and thus get a sense of how these patterns vary over the course of the year and over the course of a day. Similarly, you can juxtapose images, placing them next to each other in order to highlight significant points of similarity or difference. I hope that this application will be useful to scientists interested in studies, but also to a larger audience curious about exploring data from different perspectives.